Massage for a slimmer waist. Let's talk about it. I'm Katerina. This is Level Up Life Project, and we are at day 16 of my 28-day healthy waist slimming challenge. If you're curious this far in, have I seen any results? Yes, I have lost an inch in the past 2 weeks, an inch from my waist to the belly button, and an inch at the smallest part of my waist as well. So far, I did that follow-up measurement a couple days ago. Definitely encourage you to take that measurement, give some details about that in other videos. But let's talk about massage. Massaging the abdomen, if you've had a handful of professional massages, you probably noticed that um, unless requested or like specifically part of the type of massage you're getting, a lot of them won't touch your abdomen. And the reason for that is there are a lot of really important organs in the abdomen that we don't want to push on really hard and potentially damage. So definitely something that you want to get clearance from your doctor before you do this. Again, I'm doing this challenge mainly for myself and sharing some of the things that I'm doing. Um, so yeah, be careful with what you do and get clearance from a medical professional first. So with that being said, let's talk about it. A few days ago, we talked about the lymphatic system and moving lymphatic fluid. So I'm going to demonstrate a couple of things. I'm going to demonstrate like a really gentle massage for helping with digestion. If you are constipated, that can really be something that contributes to your stomach looking like bloated and full. Um, Generally not my problem, but I'd like to share that. Um, the other two are ones that so the second one is one of lymphatic drainage, like focusing on the stomach. I'm not a massage therapist. I'm just showing y'all stuff that I've learned along the way. So if you want to get this from a more official source, I won't be offended. And the third one is one that's kind of like my idea, and it's going to be weird, but it's the one that I'm actually doing the most often. And it relates to the idea that, uh, if we're trying to slim our waist, what we're trying to do is reduce fat in that area. And you hear often, you can't spot reduce, like you're going to lose from all over when you're doing healthy things that help you lose fat. And to a certain extent, I agree with that. But you probably have also heard, like, oh, and I'm not saying any of these are true. These are just things we hear thrown out there. But you hear thrown out there like, oh, when you're losing weight, belly fat is the last to go. um, so I'll talk a little bit more about my ideas around that third type when I get to that one. But if you want to know more about those ideas and what I'm talking about that I do, which is the one that I do most often, stick around to the end. Okay, so let's talk about the one for digestion. So uh, this might get flipped in recording or whatever, but from the right side under your rib cage over toward the left, down, and then back to the right. That's kind of like the direction to massage in. And again, this is not like high pressure, but like to help support digestion. So you can start just like going back and forth across the bottom. Um, and then going down on your, like from your top, like your own top left rib down toward your pelvis, and then down and across, down and across. So down from left rib, left side of pelvis to right side of pelvis, and then again. And then all the way around. So starting now from the right uh, rib cage to the left rib cage, down to the left pelvis, over to the right, and then up again. So I got kind of weirdly cut off there, but we're gonna pick back up. So we had the like for digestion massage, and now let's talk about like lymph, specifically focusing on the abdomen. This is one I came across not too long ago. It's supposedly like make you look so much slimmer. Um, I'll demonstrate it for you guys. Draining the lymph can't hurt, and actually is actually really good. Like we talked about it in the whole way the other day. So you start with the legs actually. So behind the knees, that's one place where there's a lymph. So you kind of like do like a pumping up and down behind the knees. And then where your legs meet your torso, kind of like the same, about 20 times, like 45. Okay, and this might not be exactly the way she did it, but we're going to do some down, just sweeping down. This is not like high pressure, this is real gentle, just like sweeping down. And then also a circle, same directions we were going, from the right rib cage to the left, down to the pelvis, over to the right again and around. And then coming from the sides and going down to the center. Then we'll go down again. Back over. From the sides to the center. And then we can kind of pump there where we pumped, where the legs meet the torso. And the knees again. Just a little bit of hopping. And yeah, feel free to do a before and after comparison for yourself. And now let's get to the one that I kind of like gave a little teaser about there. So when it comes to losing fat, you know, the excess fat that we have is stored in cells, just like the essential fat that we carry. But it's stored in cells, and in order for like that fat to be released, I'm not going to say that I'm super technical about this, but you know, part of the process is good circulation reaching all of those areas. And this may have more to do with like my thyroid stuff going on, but have you ever noticed that you like touch your abdomen, like when you actually touch the skin on your abdomen, that it feels kind of cold? Like cold areas are not areas of like high circulation. And this is one of the benefits of doing like intense exercise, is that you get like lots of blood flow to your whole body, right? But if you, for any reason, don't have the circumstances to do intense exercise on a super regular basis, kind of like a workaround that I'm trying. I'm not going to say that I have like any huge basis for this or anything. This is just like me literally sharing something weird that I have decided to try. But one of the last times I got a massage, which was several months ago, she pointed out like, oh yeah, you know, I could tell when a certain area really needed the massage more than other areas because it'll get warm and like red as I massage. And I just, you know, lots of those things were going around in my head. And so these past couple weeks, one of the things that I've been doing is abdominal massage, but specifically focusing on trying to get more circulation activating to the subcutaneous or fat, like the under the skin fat that I carry around my midsection. So it literally is just like grabbing sections and kind of doing like a kneading type massage, um, just around. And this is something that, again, like can be done if you're willing to look weird, like if you're a passenger in a car and you're at a stoplight, like you could do this. If you're sitting and watching TV, you could do this. If you're on your phone, you could be on your phone and with one hand be doing this. This is like one of those things that's like so weird, and I can't even say how much it helps or doesn't help, but I know like circulation and like blood is both what carries the vital nutrients and carries away like waste type things. So yeah, this is it. It's super weird. I'm not going deep. Like I'm not trying to get to, like I'm deliberately avoiding getting to organs or like getting to muscle. This is just like skin and fat. Um and I try to be really deliberate about my thoughts when I'm doing this, of not thinking like, I hate you so much, like the midsection extra that I have there, or I can't wait till you go away, but more like, you know, you need circulation, you've served your purpose. Like, obviously, there's a reason my body held on to this weight, and now I'm ready to let you go. Thank you for the purpose that you've served up to now. Um, we're good, you can move on. um, Thinking once again about like the improved health benefits of having uh, a slim waist and not carrying extra fat, and just like those things, just like thinking those positive thoughts, thinking about the benefits, thinking about, um, if you have a certain outfit that you want to wear, and just feel amazing in, or an outfit that you imagine getting, just like picturing yourself in just happy moments, happy thoughts. But yeah, and just like getting through massage, getting more circulation to this area that you want to target. So again, I'm not saying that I have like huge backing for this, just an idea, something that I'm trying. So if you're trying this stuff with me, that is probably like the weirdest thing I'm going to suggest this whole time. So I hope you've had good things up to now. And if you're like, this is weird, not going to do that one, I'm totally fine with that. I won't be offended. And yeah, got some eating type tips coming up, and then we'll keep talking about like different like actual exercise type moves too in the days to come, and probably touch on mindset again because that is just so important. So thanks for watching to the end, and if you're a subscriber, thank you so much. Have a great one. Bye.